Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another amazing demo review. I may or may not throw this one up, I probably will, considering I'm recording it. So, first off, our hero, the person who sent this demo in is So Dandy, as we can see here. He is a MGE player, I believe, and he's trying to get out of DMG, or trying to get into DMG and get out of MGE. This is a demo he sent me on Mirage, and we are going to just go over it very basic. Not basic, but I mean, I got some notes, some things that you guys should probably know about. This game is too loud. Alright, so, as I was saying, take down some notes. This is a very solid round one, pistol round. We're getting to the point where we know that, like, we know how the enemy is going to play. We all know what the meta of the game is for the most part, and as we can see here, the Russian B, I've still got the X-ray on, even though I hate it, but this is just to show you guys that they are, in fact, Russian B, and he hit that guy, he didn't die, and he's about to get shot, his teammate saves his life. So, solid round, really not a whole lot I can complain about. You know, they won pistol. Now the next round, this one right here is one that I've got a lot of stuff on, and this is something that I'm sure that you all know. I'm sure that you guys, this is gonna happen to you at some point, and you're gonna be like, what the heck, why did this happen to me? How did we lose this round? Now, they won round one, they bought up. The enemy team also bought up, so we're gonna keep watching this. And we can see them kind of piling up around ramp. There's one guy who's about to start running through Palace. And yep, that's what's gonna happen. Alright, so just to let you guys know what's going on, and let me go over my notes here really quick. So like I was saying, this happens more often than you'd like to admit. Lots of people think that you need to push up close as a CT after winning round one, after you buy up. Now, this is not necessarily true. Sometimes it is true, yes, but most of the time it is not. Whenever you are running a UMP, the UMP is like the difference between, like, it is like, the UMP is bridging the gap between an assault rifle and an SMG. The UMP is used for long distance tapping, or that was like the ideal usage of it, you know. So you don't need to be that close. You're gonna get one tap like that if you start playing super dangerously. The only reason that you would ever need to play super up close, and this gentleman plays up close like the whole match, and I wrote tons and tons of notes about him playing up close. But if you're going to be playing up close like that, you need to have the weapon for the situation. Now, I hate to say this because I was so against this gun for like a long time, and I always hated seeing people use it. But if you're gonna play up close like this, use the Mag 7. Like, it's what it's made for. You make tons of money, and you're gonna get kills because it registered it like a bullet. It registered a shot, and if you're shooting him with a shotgun, he's gonna go down. You might have died to the second guy, but you would have gotten a kill, and you would have gotten your money back for your kill. So, also, as I restart the round and we play it a little bit slowly so I can go over something I want to get across to people who are higher up, who are MGE or DMG or whatever at higher ranks, and I understand how the game works. This gentleman is playing... Alright. Sorry. So as I was saying, this gentleman is playing the wrong angle. He is not responsible for that. I know people see this. I know they do. So if we're gonna come back here. I'm gonna try and pause it right here at the right moment. Bam! Okay, so look at this. This guy right here, Leper, Essig, whatever the heck this guy's name is, this Leet Speak loser, he is responsible for this. I think he gets like a kill or two or something. They end up losing this round. But our player, So Dandy, you are not responsible for Palace. You are not responsible technically. Technically speaking, you are responsible for ramp. Now, if you're playing under Palace, that is your choice. But you need to remember that you are responsible for ramp. This gentleman, I know later in the match, and I know why he did this is because that guy kept taking his spot and consistently the other guy was like, oh, well, you know, I'm holding everything or trying to hold everything from stairs. But he, for sure, is responsible for Palace, and my guy who just died peeking Palace for no reason is responsible for ramp. And that is how it goes, okay? If you're going to play up close, you need to be very, very confident in it. If you're not going to play up close, make sure you're holding your angle, man, because you're not getting any kills whenever you're not holding your angle and you're peeking shit that you shouldn't be peeking. Just to put it plainly, you're not supposed to be there. So, like I said, the best way to play under Palace is to hold Tetris like that, like smoke it off, blah blah blah, and you're supposed to wait for them to come out. If he had not peeked that, they probably would have run out or whatever, because that's normally what they do. This guy would have started shooting at him. He could have gotten two free kills, reloaded, started shooting the guys at Tetris. They would have been up. They would have been at like a 3-on-4 by the time he was dead, hopefully, or a 3-on-3, and it would have been an easily winnable situation. But he died too early, and this gentleman did not get all the kills he needed to get. So we're going to skip ahead to round 5. So I ended up losing this one. And whenever you lose, as I've already gone over in multiple demos, whenever you lose round 2 or one of those big rounds, or like those early rounds, your economy's kind of screwed up. So they did not buy up. They decided to save, and that is fine as well. We're going to hit round 5 here, and we are going to go over whatever it was I wrote down. Okay, we're going to talk about So Dandy's positioning. Now, this is something to go along with the previous round that I was talking about, round 2. This guy is using an A1S, and I'm not gonna I'm not shitting on the fact that he's using an A1S. I'm shitting on the fact that his positioning is weird. So if I go into first person, this is a dangerous angle. First off, if we look at that, and I pause it, he's not pulling down on his recoil enough, and I'm not trying to beat on this guy, but I know that he wants to get better, and I know that he wants, you know, he can take it because he's a higher level. He's not pulling down far enough on his gun. I don't know if it's the server or if it's just him. He tells me he practices a lot. He needs to continue to practice and make sure that he is pulling down far enough, especially if you're going to be using the A1S. Every one of those shots has to count. He should have killed that guy. That guy should be dead. But he screwed it up, and he's playing this awful position, and he's about to pay for it. So he plays this position like 12 times in this match. That's an exaggeration, but he plays this position consistently, and then whenever he finally does move back, he gets a bunch of kills, and it's crazy. So, like I said, the problem with this position, this one in particular, is he's putting a lot of faith into the guy who's stairs. Now, as we see here, our stairs guy is no longer at stairs. He has moved to CT and is now dead. So now this guy is in a bad predicament. Okay? He is up really far, and he knows there's probably a guy... he thinks there's a guy ramp who's still there, I believe. He knows there's a guy connector. He's in a bad spot. So yeah, he's freaking out. He goes, oh god, he's going to get that kill. And he thinks that guy's there. He's peeking, and he's going down. Okay, so like I said, it is a bad spot to play. It is a bad spot to play. I do not like it for the fact that it is very exposed and very dangerous. It does kind of protect you from ramp for a little while until they come up and they get on top of you and then you die like you just did. But like, if you're going to be holding that position or something super close like that, you need to make sure that you are aware of what's going on. You need to be aware of that, and you need to be able to get those kills, those fast corner peek kills. You need to be ready for him, okay? So if you're going to continue to hold that stuff, like I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but if you're going to continue to hold this stuff, you've got to be ready for that, alright? I also, and I know that you spent $50 on your M4 skin, and anybody you can hate me for talking trash about a skin, but if you're going to spend that kind of money on that gun, you better learn how to use it, or you better, like, get rid of it and get one for the A4, because I really think that you would do better with the A4 than with the A1S. I know that skin's really pretty, and I thought about getting one for myself for a little while, but I ended up keeping my, whatever it was, my A4 skin, because I knew that I'd never use the A1S. I was like, there's not enough ammo in it. I don't know the recoil. I've spent, like, hours and hours and hours using the other one, and I've always used the other one regardless of whenever the A1S was buffed. And then they nerfed it again. So yeah, like there's a reason that like there's a reasoning behind the guns. He's not playing the correct position for the gun, and the gun is not helping his position, so he is dying. So we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to round 7. And you guys, anybody watching, you can tell me I'm stupid for this, and that's fine. But this is kind of a bad round because he's losing. He's going to lose this round, but I'll let you guys see what I think the deal is. Now here's a guy in Palace, so we know there's one Palace. He's smoking it off. Very smooth smoke. Very smooth. Very good. I appreciate that. That is a great smoke to throw. They know the bomb's mid. Now this right here, he probably should have rotated out, and I can tell him like, oh hey, you should probably rotate out and do that. He's just staying here. He's trying to get a cheeky kill. The only problem is they know that this guy plays this shit because he's played it every round, and he popped flashing himself out. He's gonna kill that guy. That's very smooth, and he's going down. All right, so. Like I said, you guys are probably going to hate me for this. I don't think that he did anything wrong. I think that is perfectly alright. He got his kill. They figured out that there's somebody behind him, and it's a 2-on-3, easily winnable round, but they screw it up and they're going to lose. It's going to be like 1-6. But yeah, no, he could have moved back. He could have done all these other things. He could have. He didn't. That's the end of the day. Now, something that we need to take into consideration, I'm going to go more in depth on this on the next round, but as you play this game, and as we go over this, I'm going to go ahead and skip to the next round, but playing Counter-Strike, there's a lot of little things. It's the little things. He is getting into the rank, or the knowledge base, or the hour rank limit, or whatever. He's getting into the period of time where he is going to have to start focusing on the little things. If you've been playing Counter-Strike for a long time, even pros get this all the time, and I'm sure that it pisses them off more than it pisses me off whenever they don't get the little things correct. It's, oh, I should have rotated, or oh, I should have pulled down more, oh, I should have done this, or like, you know what I'm saying? Or, oh, I should have learned to not stand in that spot again after being mollied out on round 7, okay? So they molly this, and they have consistently mollied this, I think, once or twice before, and they are going to continue to consistently molly almost every one of these upper close sites because they don't want to put up with that crap. I don't want to put up with that crap, so I do that too. So, stop playing it. Like, you're going to stand there, you're going to die, it's a free kill. You know, you want to sit there, you want to do that, give your team, give the enemy team rounds, that's cool. But, like, it's the little things. You got to learn, like, oh, hey, they mollied my spot, so I need to stop standing in that spot, clearly. You know, they're going to molly it out, and I'm going to be useless, or I'm going to be dead, or whatever, and we're going to have that. Now, as we continue to go on, and I rehash the fact that I don't like the fact that he's playing with the A1S and playing this awful position, we're going to continue. We're going to go back and we're going to watch this one more time. Not one more time, it's a new round, but like I said, this is another example of him not pulling down far enough. Like that right there, that is proving my. As we pause the thing, that is proving my point exactly. That stairs guy is responsible for Palace, and you are responsible for ramp. That is the angle you are holding. That is your job. I recommend, and this is something I recommend to just about anybody at any rank. You should be playing from ticket booth probably, or up on the box. This box that he's looking at is a very, very cheeky spot to play, and if you crouch, you're almost impervious to being shot in the head or whatever. So you're basically guaranteed like a kill, so long as you don't sit there every round like you've been doing here. So, if you want to play up and you want to do this, because like that is what you're doing, is you're not holding your stuff correctly. If you're gonna use A1S, you're gonna have to play some kind of a sneaky spot. I have a professional demo or whatever that I could pull up. I don't think I will now, and I'm thinking about it. But there's lots of little things you need to learn, like how to adapt. That is what this game is. That is why teams win matches, and that's why teams lose matches, because they can't adapt. Like, oh, I only know how to rush B, or whatever. Like, I mean, that's That's such a big joke within the community. Like, it was true. Like, this guy needs to be able to adapt. He is not adapting to the situation. He knows they are going to molly him out. He knows that he does not need to be playing safe or this close or whatever. He needs to change his position up. He's been sitting in this spot for, what, 8 rounds now? And he is going to get, like, murdered here in a second because he's not, like, he's not adapting to the situation. One round in a pro match will tell you how an enemy team or basically, one round in a pro match can tell you a lot about an enemy team. It'll tell you basically what they're going to do for, like, the rest of the match, just about. So, like, you'd be super, super ready for that. You need to, like, the little things, okay? See, like, they're molly and stuff. He's throwing smokes everywhere. They're throwing nades. He can hear that guy jumping in Palace. You gotta kill, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's an A4. That's an A4 thing, man. A4, all the way. So as we continue, like I'm saying, like, you need to mix up your spot. Like, I understand they didn't check it until it was too late, but you didn't get the kills either. Like, you gotta work on that. Like, if you're gonna use that gun, you gotta put in the time, the effort to learn it. I don't know if you'd recently switched weapons or what, but it really looks like you are not, like, capable of using that gun. So we're gonna keep going on to, I guess, round 13. And, like I was saying, a pro match, one single round will tell you, like, what's going on. Like, you never see a pro, for the most part, you never see a pro make the same mistake twice. Now, I don't watch a whole lot of pro matches, but I did look up one just to make sure that what I'm saying is true. And it is true. Yeah, I watch, like tons of guys, like, do some, like, oh, I shouldn't be pushing ramp, or oh, I shouldn't be holding this angle, or, you know, whatever, and then they don't. Like, it's a crazy concept that, like, they don't hold the same angle. They learn from their mistakes immediately. Losing one round can teach you so much from winning one. So, like, you know exactly what not to do. You know how to beat the enemy team. You know that. Like, you got to put all of that together, and you've got to bring it back to next round. So, we're here on round 13. I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward through this, because this guy's been playing the same spot. I think that's exactly what I put. Yeah, so he's playing this spot again, and he's mollying that. That's fine. We're going to fast forward. We're going to watch him die. They're smoking it out. These guys are coming to A, clearly. And he's kind of mixed it up, but not really. He almost killed that guy, and then he's going down, because he's playing in the same general area. Now, I feel bad for saying that, but it is true. You gotta stop playing the same spot, man. Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. This is the last round of the half. First off, he's got an A4, right? And this is the thing I've been talking about this whole time, is he's got an A4, right? And he starts playing back. So, we're gonna watch him do this, and whenever he does do that... Where's my mouse? Mr. Mouse, where are you at? Come on. Speed it up just a little bit. Now it doesn't. What the hell? Wait a second. Here I'm on the wrong spot. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I did, like, over-exaggerate the gun. Anyway, so he starts playing back. He's getting kills. Watch this. Like, he's doing his job. Boom, look at that. See? Now, along with doing this, now he may be smarter than I am. He may be trying to, like, fake them out. Because, like I said, he played that spot the whole round. And what do? They stopped to check it to make sure he wasn't there. Now, if you're going to do that, you need to make sure that you are, like, playing consistently. Like, that works. That gets some rounds. It's a 7-8 half. It is fine. But like I said, man, you were giving me the scares because you were playing the same spot over and over and over, and that is so boring. So boring. It was like the most boring demo I'd ever watched. I hate to say that, but it was. Now, pistol round. This is pretty good. Pretty good job on him. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit so y'all can see. Pretty solid pistol round. Like I said, meta of the game is you're supposed to go to B. Lots of people go to A for some reason because they're trying to break the meta of the game, but, like, the enemy team doesn't understand that yet. They're like, oh, they're gonna come to A because, like, I don't even know why they do that, but yeah, like, they don't understand that, like, the meta of the game is you're supposed to go to B, and if you do go to B, you'll win, like, 90% of the time, because that's, like I said, it's the meta of the game. It's what you're supposed to do. So that guy just got dropped, but pretty good round. They're planting a bomb. One tap. We're gonna keep watching. So they're gonna win out, and we're gonna go to round 17. There's this weird smoke that I saw. It wasn't him who threw it though. It was somebody else, and we're gonna. I hate this, but we're probably gonna go over that. We're almost done with the demo, so we're gonna keep going. The problem that I see with a lot of people is that they are this guy right here, that guy, I don't know what he's doing. This guy, you, what are you doing? So he's gonna throw this smoke, and I don't even know, man. So they're gonna sit here and they're gonna wait. But yeah, so like the yeah, here he comes. So he's throwing this smoke. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He just smoked his team off. Like what? Now I understand that they had like pistols, but like that was insane. I saw that and I was like, what? So like that's not how you smoke jungle. That's not how you do that. This guy tries to smoke jungle later and he kind of does it, but he's still standing in the wrong spot. You guys gotta learn your smokes. Y'all are like MG. You gotta learn this stuff. So we can keep going. 21. There's a solid team take that they do on round 21 that. Everybody, like, coordination. Coordination is what is going to keep you guys moving up the ladder and continuing to rank up. Biggest problem I was about to say before I got interrupted by that awful smoke was that, like, coordination is what you guys need to work on. You need to be coordinated with, I mean, it doesn't matter if you hate the people you're playing with, like, you gotta be coordinated. Like, hey man, I'm gonna smoke you out, or hey man, I'm gonna flashbang them and I want you to shoot them, or I'm gonna molly it and I want you to run through my molly, or whatever. You gotta be coordinated. You gotta play as a teammate before you guys start winning, you know? So, he's standing in the wrong spot. You're supposed to be in the middle of that window. And I guess this does kind of work, but...
Throwing smoke. I'm throwing smoke.
Follow this smoke.
Deploying flashbang.
That's fine. That's not bad at all. That's fine. That's just not the way I learned it, so...
Throwing a flashbang.
But yeah, no, so they do a coordinated team take here. They're just, shooting people, you know, it's cool. But yeah, so, like, coordination like that. Smokes almost always work. You gotta be coordinated, like I said a million times. You gotta know what you're doing, man. So, keep going. 25. We got the cheesiest spot in the game. If you have ever played Mirage, I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about. So, I'm going to go to the CT side. There's a way to counteract this, and I forget. I think there's a way you can boost up here, but I could be wrong. I know there's a way to shoot this guy, but I forget because I haven't seen it in so long. But I remember it like it's so very rarely used. But it is the douchiest thing that you could possibly do. So it's right here, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. This crap right here, that. So what he's doing is he's holding this angle right here. There is a way to shoot him. But yeah, no, that is exactly what that is for sitting there holding down your stuff. Yeah. So I don't know why everybody and their mom decided to use the A1S today. It's not a good gun. But it's okay. So to go over that, you guys got sprayed down by the cheesiest spot in the game. I most of the time, if I know there's some guy playing Van or some guy playing some crappy angle like that, I smoke off that little exit patch right there. You can normally, I mean, it's super easy. I don't have to go into the game and show you guys how to do that. Y'all are big boys. You guys just throw a smoke there, jump out the window, or jump out, like, the stuff. I mean, make sure it's smoked off, because they can't shoot you. I mean, they can, but, like, they won't shoot you if there's smoke there. That guy's got 20 bullets. You think he's going to waste 20 bullets in a smoke? So, I guess, to be completely honest, my play style is different. I like shooting smokes. I like shooting walls, wall-banging people. I can't tell you the amount of time. I killed somebody yesterday, and he yelled at me for cheating because I had an M4 or whatever, and I shot him through the wall in Palace. And because he was standing in the same spot, he just died immediately. So, I like wall-banging. I like doing that and just shooting people. So, yeah, they're going to lose this round because he is playing that spot. There is a way to shoot that guy, and I don't remember how. 29. We're going to skip to 29. We're going to get to the end of the demo here before I go over the major thing that I want to go over. I don't know if these guys are queued, so this is something to reiterate.
Now, as I was talking about adaptability, if you see something that works, okay, so like we saw that guy sit on top of that box and he killed like 3 guys and then they won the round. If they see something that works, they're gonna keep doing it, right? So if you see something that doesn't work, try it like maybe once more and then throw it back in your bag, you know, throw it back in your suitcase, pull out another tactic, and get moving. So you gotta keep going. This guy is literally going to jump up on the same box.
Incendiary out.
Boom, he's already there. He's like, I know this works.
Deploying flashbang.
I know it does. So, as soon as these guys start coming, I'm gonna shoot them. I don't care if you do have an op, Mr. whatever your name is. So, I'm gonna shoot you, because it works. You know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna keep watching. He's gonna kill these guys again. And, they're down a man. Oh, man. Where's that pick even at? I think it was on A.
Smoke.
Maybe it was underpass. I don't even know.
Throwing a decoy.
So that was a good pick.
Throwing a flashbang. Laying down smoke. I see a mercenary.
So he smoked himself out. This is super, super cheesy. So I'm gonna go to his point of view, or try to really quick before. Oh, where's he at? Where are you at? There he is. So yeah, these is super, super cheesy. They got him finally, but he killed like one of those guys. He killed the main guy who was on the demo. So, anyway, I know how this game ends. You guys don't. You're gonna have to wait to see in the next video. Just kidding. There's not gonna be a next video. But, like I was saying, you guys need to make sure that you're playing as a team. This guy needs to fix his aim, and I know that he's spending a lot of time working on his aim, and it's really good. Like, there's not a whole lot I can complain about. It's just like it's the little things, like I've been saying the whole time. It's the little things. You gotta make sure that you put in your hours and continue to do that. Now, to discuss the whole ranking up situation, and I hope he's still watching this video to the end so that I can give him my guide to ranking up. Unless if he already saw my video. The way that you rank up, the way that ELO works, and I'm just going to blow you guys' mind with my knowledge of the matchmaking system in Counter-Strike. The way that you rank up is you have to string together wins. Your rank literally doesn't mean anything. I mean, what it means is, oh hey, I strung together this many wins this many times. That's exactly what that means. Doesn't mean how good you are. You know, sometimes it does, but most of the time it doesn't. Like, this guy's MGE, he's trying to get to DMG. Those are the top ranks, those are the hardest to get into. Why? Now? Or how it used to be back whenever I was playing, is because, like, DMG, LE, LEM, Supreme, and Global, it's top 5 ranks. I think it was like the top 10% of the game or something like that. And Global Elite is like less than 1%. Originally, whenever I was playing, Global Elite was like, whoa, there's like 100 guys or whatever who were in Global Elite before they stop playing and then move on to something else. And then you get your chance to get into Global Elite and you get to be great. So, something to take into consideration. I know this guy wants, like, a tip. The tip that I can give him is to stack matches, okay? And it's a tip that I give a lot of people. If you want to rank up in Counter-Strike, you gotta put in your hours. He's putting in his hours. He's doing a good job. You gotta find people who are putting in as many hours as you are, okay? Like, hey, man, I noticed that you're cheating. You've got a wall hack, and I want you to carry me to Global. Just kidding. Don't do that. But, like I'm saying, you gotta find somebody who's consistent, somebody who's pretty decent. I can't tell you guys, like, I met my friend, my best friend, like, Liam, playing this game. I believe, like, we tried out for a team or something, and, I had tried out for a team, like, this was years ago, and I walked in and we played a pug, and me and this guy, we hit it off immediately. He was like, hey man, how's it going? And he was like, oh, I'm doing good, blah, blah, blah. And we were playing back to back, and we were an army of 2, like I was saying, we were unstoppable, and we still play to this day, and we have our fights, and you know what I'm saying. But you gotta find, like, your army of 2 or 3 or 4 or your team. It is such a hard deal to find that, but whenever you find somebody who's good and consistent with you and matches your playstyle, keep them around, man. They're gonna help you, like, out of MGE, out of DMG, and into Global or whatever, into ESEA or wherever you want to go into a team. And once you get into that, once you hit DMG, when I know you will, you're gonna send me an email here in about like a week or two. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I finally hit DMG.
just know that you hit like the top 10% of the matchmaking game. So like that's something to be proud of, or it was at least. Whenever I started playing, it was something like, whoa, that guy's top 10%, huh? You know, that's an Ego Raptor joke, but I'll put a link to that right there. That Ego Raptor joke, I'm gonna put a link to that right there. So, but yeah, like I was saying, that it's such an honor to be up there. So you keep practicing. I think you should probably change your gun, but what do I know? You know, I've only been playing this game for 3 fucking years. But yeah, like, so I would recommend changing your gun. You're doing pretty good with your hours, with your practicing from what I read in the email. Keep that up. I may send you something else. Make sure we're learning our smokes. Small thing. Play dynamically. Don't play the same spot. Don't do that. And make sure that you're stacking matches. If you want to rank up, all you have to do is win 5 matches in a row. That's not entirely true, but that is the ground basis for ranking up. Is I've got to stack a match. I've got to win 5 matches in a row or more, depending on how many wins this guy has. I don't know how many wins he has. If you have a lot of wins, it's going to take even longer for you to rank up. Thank you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next demo.